So this is a virtual tour for 7 The Drive at Ulverston. To be fair, it's one of the nicest properties we've had the pleasure of marketing. The Drive is just outside of Ulverston town centre, very sought after. So it's a cul-de-sac, so there's no through road up there, makes it nice and quiet for traffic. But at the top of the street there, you just turn left. Left again is the train station, and what, a 5-minute stroll and you're into the town centre. So the location is ideal really. Got a charm and outside space, yet the convenience to benefit from all the amenities in Ulverston's town centre. So aptly named The Drive. Really long drive here, space for, well, as many cars as you would need. And then you've got a landscaped front garden aspect, and as you're looking out you see the mature trees on the other side, so the outlook's very pleasant and makes it feel very private. I'll just show you the rest of the front garden. Just a nice little space to sit out if you want to, although to be fair there's ample space outside. Imagine at the rear is where you'd sit. So you come in. So to pick up, so we come in at the entrance and straight away you can get an idea of the charm that the property has. Rather grand entrance hallway, and then we've got a guest WC downstairs, nice and modern, with a modern pedestal and sink. So this is what our American colleagues would call a half bath. And as we come through the inner hallway, you've got a handy little storeroom under the stairs here, just for jackets, boots, hoover, so on and so forth. And then so our first reception room, obviously can be set out as you wish, handy as a formal dining room, but it's quite nicely presented as a quiet reading room as it's presented today. And all the main rooms benefit from these rather wide windows, so you can see the garden from almost all the rooms. And then we'll continue, take you back into the kitchen. So along the hallway and in between the two reception rooms you have this modern and contemporary kitchen. So lovely colours, nice and bright with the window and the fully glazed rear door. And you've got a really handy breakfast bar in the middle here. A space for fridge freezer unit. It's a 5-ring hob, and then tucked away we have a dishwasher, double oven and integrated microwave. And I won't open it up, we've got lots of different storage space throughout the cupboards, and an inbuilt washing machine. So just to show you from the other side, you can see start to see the garden from here, but more of that in a moment. It's just a really nice family kitchen. Okay, and then I'll pause it and I'll take you to the second reception room. So along from the hall from the kitchen we have our second reception room, which is really quite spacious. So it's served purely as a lounge today, but it's ample room for it to be a lounge diner if that's your preference. Again, you've got pleasant decor, charming real wooden floors, and the multi-fuel stove. Well, it's a log fire really. The glass door here comes down and opens to the side as well, so it's really handy if you want to put things away and close it up if you've got younger children visiting. And then the TV, space for your TV and audio equipment in the corner. So I'll just have a look from the other side here. As I say, it's quite a long room, so there's ample space if you wanted a table. And then we've been very fortunate with the weather today. It leads you out to the rear garden. So I'm just going to pause momentarily. So picking up from the rear lounge, we take you outside to the garden. You've got this initial patio area and lawn, which in itself would be sufficient, but we've got lots more to the garden. So you've two wood stores here, bike stores, whatever, and there's some utility space outside here, which provides a separate space for a dryer and another fridge as well, and just some general storage space and pantry space. And as we go into the garden, see, it's quite a mature garden, so you've got fruit trees, and then with a greenhouse here. So ideally if you do want to grow tomatoes, chilies, that type of thing. And it's mature borders to the garden, and then as the lawn continues, you'll see there's a second area to the garden. So with this charming little summer house, I say little, it's actually quite large. It's got its own little veranda as well, so it can be used in any weather. And also you can run an extension out here, so you can get power, and you also get Wi-Fi out here as well. It's rather charming, ideal little place if you have got kids and you want something for them to do when perhaps the weather's not ideal for them to play on the lawn. So there'll be a little peek in there. Say it's ideal for a range of things. You could even sit out here and work or read if you wanted to. And then as we go into the back of the garden, it's been developed so you've got a vegetable plot on this side and a really nice large mature strawberry bed there. So if you don't already, you'll have to start thinking of some recipes for strawberries, although we quite easily eat without cooking. And then you've got the plum tree, and then as if you didn't have enough sitting areas, we've got a further area with a little bit of artificial lawn here, just to catch the very, very last of the sun in the evening if you want to sit out here. And you've got some further fruit trees as well, so we've got raspberries here, and then I'll show you in a second. It's another plum tree, slightly younger one here, and then I'll show you in 1 second, just looking back towards the house from the top of the garden. It's just frustrating because if that tree in the middle was a little bit lower, I could give you a whole view, but unfortunately it isn't and I can't. But you get an idea of the garden from here. So you'll get sun for a protracted period through the day here, right into the late evening. You couldn't really want much more for a garden. And on behind me is a school. So, and then I'll take you back into the house, and then we'll go upstairs. So I'm just going to pause it for now, and then I'll pick up again in a moment. So just before I go into the house, I'll just show you the rear aspect of the drive, so you can see you can probably get 4, 5, 6 cars if you came down this far if you needed to, but I don't think you're going to need that much space. There's plenty of parking on the street as well if you needed it. But as most, the garage is mainly used for storage, but if you really wanted to, there's space for a vehicle in here, but I think it works best as it is for extra storage for bikes and bits and bobs. So there's space up the top as well, and there's space for an extra freezer if you want out here as well, and lots all sorts of shelving and bits and bobs. What we generally call a man cave. And then I'll take you laterally into the upstairs. So I'll take you to the upstairs. Again, you've got this rather pleasant staircase, And the room sizes up here are really great. So you've got 3 really nice double bedrooms and another smaller double, but only smaller by comparison. So you're looking out over the front garden from here. So it's quite a private outlook really, because you're looking at trees. And then this is a double bed, and then current people use this as a little bit of an office room as well. And then the next room is the main bedroom, which is rather charming, I have to say. So 2 lovely, unique, bespoke wardrobes, lots of space, and another big window making it a really light room. I'll just show you from the window the front garden. See, you are looking over to the street, but you wouldn't really know because of all the greenery. It's a really pleasant outlook. There we are. And I'm just going to pause it and pick it up in a second in the hallway, and I'll show you the loft space. So this is your, well, the third one I'm coming to, but this is really size-wise a second bedroom, which is a really good size and overlooks the rear garden. I'm just whizzing past the pictures because I don't want to infringe on people's privacy too much, but you can see the outlook from here is absolutely charming over the rear garden. And it's a really good sized double bedroom. And then I'll just take you along the hallway. So you've got this rather charming borrowed light, and I'll show you that in a moment, but the second hatch is where the loft ladders just pop down, because it's quite a spacious loft up there, and really handy for storage of whatever it is you might have. And then this is the 4th bedroom. I'm currently presented with these children's bunk beds. And again, obviously you're looking out over the garden, which is really pleasant. So I'll take you now to the bathroom, which is very contemporary in colour and style. So loo, nice sink, integral into the vanity unit. 2 windows making it a really light room again. And a bath with dual shower, obviously normal shower or the rain style shower if you prefer. And I'm going to pause again in a second and then take you laterally into the loft. So picking you back up in the loft, so this is a borrowed light, and these are the handy steps. You just pop down, really quite easy. I wasn't quite ambitious enough to take the video whilst I was going up the steps, but it's really worthwhile showing you this room because it's a really large loft space. I mean, it's a high ceiling too, but just, you know, someone's taken the time to do it out as a little, almost like a craft room really, with a workbench, but there's just loads and loads of storage. You know, winter clothes, snowboard gear, whatever it is you might have, you want to put out the way up here. And then I'm going to finish up with one more shot from the outside. But this is 7 The Drive, Ulverston, Cumbria. And currently this video will be made private, but if it is being advertised latterly, then you'll be able to get all the details on pclettings.com or by giving us a call on 01229 831111. So I'm just finishing off the video for 7 The Drive. This is probably my favourite room, this. You can just picture yourself somewhere with the doors open out to the patio. If you've got guests around, it's ideal for entertaining. And then winter, pop the fire on, all nice and cosy. But as well as the house being exceptional, the location here is just perfect. For those that don't know the area, you're literally a couple of 100 yards from the train station and about a quarter of a mile from town, so it's a very short stroll, far enough to be nice and quiet, but close enough to be very, very convenient if you want to nip in. Ulverston, for those that don't know, it's a very charming market town, cobbled street and a whole host of unique little eateries and pubs and shops, so it is an exceptional town in many ways. And what you've got here is the benefit of having parking, outside space, a garage, and 4 good sized bedrooms and lots of reception space. But say if you want to get any details or talk to us, have a look at the website pclettings.com or give us a call on 83 1111. Thank you.